Welcome to Star Stories Daily. Don't forget to subscribe for daily amazing stories. The stadium lights glowed softly as thousands gathered for the Veterans Appreciation Rally in Colorado Springs. Flags fluttered, children waved, and cameras flashed. Everyone was waiting for one person, Donald Trump. When he stepped on stage, the crowd erupted. But in the front row, a young Marine remained perfectly still. He didn't cheer, he didn't clap. His eyes were fixed, serious, carrying a story that words could not explain. Trump started speaking, honoring the veterans, thanking families, and recalling courage and sacrifice. His voice was calm, but the Marine stayed silent. The audience noticed the tension, cameras zoomed in. Every eye in the stadium followed the Marines' movement. Finally, Trump invited the front row veterans on stage. Slowly, the Marine rose and walked up the steps. The stadium held its breath. The Marine reached the stage, standing face to face with Trump. The crowd was silent. He did not salute nor shake hands. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small silver medal. With steady hands, he pressed it into Trump's palm. "This belonged to my father," he said softly. "He taught me that leaders should listen before they speak. I want you to have this as a reminder." The stadium was quiet, absorbing the weight of the moment. Trump looked at the medal, then at the Marine. For a moment, he didn't speak. Then he smiled gently. Sometimes the most meaningful lessons come quietly, not from speeches but from understanding, he said. His calm presence shifted the energy. The Marine relaxed slightly, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. The audience sensed something rare: respect, humility, and reflection. Trump continued, "What you do in a moment of anger or pride can echo forever. But the way you respond with calmness, that can change more than you imagine." The Marine nodded, a faint smile breaking his serious expression. Cameras rolled, capturing the genuine, unspoken connection between two people who understood each other without words. Don't forget to subscribe to Star Stories Daily for more inspiring stories every day. Trump held the medal carefully, examining the engraving. The Marine's eyes didn't leave him. He could feel the weight of history, of family pride, and of silent lessons passed from father to son. The stadium was completely still, the audience absorbed in the tension. Trump finally looked up. "This is not just a medal," he said softly. "It's a story, and every story has a lesson waiting to be understood." The Marine nodded. There was no words needed. The audience felt it too. A quiet moment heavier than any applause. A gentle breeze rustled the flags outside. Trump continued, "Sometimes people think actions speak loudest, but patience, observation, and understanding often speak louder than any action." The Marine lowered his gaze, touched by the simplicity and truth of the words. For years, he had carried pride, anger, and silent frustrations. Tonight, those feelings were being reflected back at him, not with criticism but with calm insight. The crowd leaned forward, sensing a story unfolding beyond their expectation. Trump placed the medal gently on the table and gestured toward the Marine. "You have done something remarkable," he said, "not because you carried the medal, but because you brought it with courage and respect. That courage is rare." The Marine's shoulder relaxed. He felt seen, understood, and respected. A sensation he hadn't expected from someone so famous. Trump's voice softened as he added, "Life will give you moments that test patience, pride, and judgment. The way you respond defines you more than the challenge itself." The Marine's chest lightened. The weight he had carried from his father's legacy felt lighter now. He realized that courage wasn't always loud or visible. Sometimes it was subtle, a quiet choice to act with integrity, respect, and understanding. The audience watched captivated. This wasn't a really anymore. It was a lesson in humility, pride, and understanding. Trump smiled faintly, as if sharing a secret only the Marine could understand. Sometimes silence teaches more than words, and reflection teaches more than anger. The Marine picked up the medal, turning it over slowly. He looked at Trump. I understand, he whispered. Not a single person in the stadium moved. Every camera, every eye, every heart was focused on his fleeting, profound connection. Don't forget to subscribe the Star Stories Daily for more inspiring stories like this. The reminder could be added naturally. The Marine stood quietly, the medal resting in his palm. Trump leaned back slightly, watching him with a calm, almost knowing expression. The air was heavy, not with tension but with anticipation, the kind that only a rare, unspoken understanding can create. He spoke gently. Every choice we make in a moment of pride or anger echoes longer than we think. Sometimes the quietest actions leave the deepest impressions. The Marine nodded, absorbing every word. This was more than a public moment. It was a lesson attached into his soul. Trump continued, life doesn't always give us second chances, but it doesn't give us moments to reflect, to pause, and to see things we might have missed. The Marine's mind wandered to memories of his father, the lessons learned, the battles fought silently. He realized that courage wasn't always visible. Sometimes it was quiet, internal, and powerful. The audience leaned in. Some had tears listening in their eyes. They weren't watching a ceremony, they weren't witnessing growth, understanding, and reflection in real time. Trump's gaze softened as he said, the hardest part isn't facing others, it's facing yourself, your pride, your impatience, and your assumptions. This is where true strength is tested. The Marine's hand trembled slightly as he held the medal. He felt the weight of the expectation, the burden of the legacy, and now the lightness of understanding. He realized that life's most profound lessons often came not from conflict but from calm observation and reflection. A gentle hush fell over the stadium. Cameras rolled silently. Every movement, every glance, every shift in expression was captured. Trump added, people tear things apart because they fear the unknown, but sometimes understanding teaches more than destruction ever could. The Marine took a deep breath, feeling a strange mix of humility and pride. For years he had equated courage with confrontation. Tonight he saw a different form of bravery, patience, reflection, and respect. Trump smiled faintly. Remember, what you do in quiet moments often matters far more than what you do on stage. Anger fades, reflection endures. The Marine's eyes softened. He looked around at the audience, realizing they were witnessing something far greater than applause or spectacle. They were witnessing a transformation, a human moment of growth, understanding, and humility. If you are enjoying this story, don't forget to subscribe to Star Stories Daily for more inspiring tales every day. A natural YouTube reminder. The Marine held the medal close, feeling its cold metal against his palm. Trump observed him quietly, letting the silence linger. The stadium, once buzzing with energy, now felt like a sacred space. Every heart in the audience was drawn to this quiet, powerful moment. Trump finally spoke, his soft voice but resonant. It's not the applause or the recognition that defines us. It's how we respond when no one is watching. The Marine's eyes glistened with understanding. This was more than a medal. It was a mirror reflecting courage, patience, and empathy. Trump continued, life often challenges our patience and pride, but the greatest victories are those unseen. When we rise above anger, when we reflect before reacting. The Marine nodded slowly, feeling a wave of calm wash over him. He realized that heroism wasn't always loud or visible. Sometimes it was subtle, a quiet choice to act with integrity, respect, and understanding. The audience held his breath. They felt the lesson too, a moment that transcended ceremony or spectacle. Trump looked around at the crowd, then back at the many moments like this. He said, remind us that true leadership and courage comes from reflection, not force, from listening, not reacting, from understanding, not judging. The Marine swallowed, humbled by the truth in his words. He realized that pride, anger, and impatience often blind people to the lessons waiting right in front of them. A soft murmur ran through the audience, a collective acknowledgement of the moment's gravity. Trump leaned forward slightly, his gaze warm and reassuring. Remember, he said gently, what you choose to do after a lesson is what matters. Reflection can change more than confrontation ever will. The Marine placed the medal back in his pocket, now feeling lighter than he had in years. He looked at Trump, understanding that this was a rare gift, a lesson in patience, humility, and inner strength. The audience erupted in quiet applause, moved not by spectacle but by the depth of the human connection they had witnessed. Trump gave a small understanding nod. Anger is fleeting, reflection endures. What you choose in those moments defines your journey. The Marine smiled faintly, gratitude shining in his eyes. The stadium lights glimmered over the medal that has once symbolized duty, now symbolizing wisdom, respect, and growth. Thank you for watching Star Stories Daily. If you enjoyed this inspiring story, don't forget to subscribe for more emotional and unforgettable stories every day. The crowd dispersed slowly, carrying with them the lesson of the patience, humility, and reflection. And though the cameras stopped rolling, the story lingered, a memory of transformation, courage, and understanding.